All right. Well, good morning, or good morning. Good evening, everyone. This is Brian. We're here for our Monday installment of Forex Live. As always, what we do on Monday evening is this is the opportunity for us to talk to our brand new traders and just walk through how we utilize the software that comes with 21st Century Forex Trader to show how we utilize the software to place trades with Forex Joe's trade alerts. And then from there, we'll dive into the daily report, which covers 22 currency pairs, and show how we utilize the daily report to set ourselves up for the full week of trading. And so pretty down and dirty. It's a quick class, typically 20 to 25 minutes. We don't really go the full hour on this one. It's a quick in and out, in the door, out the door class, just to kind of show the basics and get everyone started with trading. And then in our morning classes, which we have one tomorrow morning, and then one other on Friday, which is non-farm payroll, and we'll be trading live during those events as well. Before we jump into the actual trading, I do need to let you know that unique experiences and past performances do not guarantee future results. Trading is speculative in nature and does involve risk. I think everyone on the call tonight understands that, but I do need to pause for a moment and give you an opportunity to read through that so that everyone has the same understanding. We're all on the same page. All right, and that should be long enough. I think most folks on tonight are well aware of what that disclaimer says. Probably have it memorized by now as I do. So let's go ahead and close that down and jump into the meat of things here. What we're here for tonight is to just talk about how we utilize our software for placing trades. It's been a very range-bound market over the course of today, especially here during the U.S. session. We didn't see much of anything as far as movement goes. I don't know where my toolbars went. Let's just put those back up here. I must have hit something earlier today and wiped out my toolbars somehow. Da-da-da. Yeah, so just to we're every bit of 30 pips during the U.S. session for the day, so very, very range-bound. So anyway, not a whole lot really going on. We've got non-farm payroll on Friday. It was delayed from last Friday. It was to have been the first, but due to the government shutdown, we had a delayed report of September's numbers, so the October numbers were pushed out a week, and those will be released on Friday, November 8th. If you haven't already, please go ahead and register via our non-farm payroll page, and should have received an email link about that already. As far as the trading goes, the way we always start each trading day, depending on whether you're trading intraday or end of day, doesn't really matter. Good place to always start your trading is over here at the members area for Forex alerts, and read through Forex Joe's commentary. He will tell you everything about what's been happening in the marketplace, what to expect, what he's seeing coming up. So his commentary is invaluable, and then from there he breaks down below and gives us all the information we need to enter some trades. Now, big thing here is not always do we have the full trades. It just really depends on what's happening in the marketplace. A really slow range-bound market like this today, Forex Joe may not provide an evening alert. If there's nothing happening, there's not really a whole lot to report on. So he watches the markets and he provides multiple alerts through the day if they're warranted. So today, since we don't have an evening alert, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pop over to the daily report. So if you hadn't already read through this commentary, check through that. So then the next thing up is to read the daily report and check out what that's got for us. Now, we can use the daily report to go ahead and park some orders, since we like to do that to show how we utilize the software. And what we see on the daily report is, in addition to all of the analysis for channel information, support resistance numbers, trading ranges, trends, from here we're able to see some trading recommendations as well. So we can use this to demonstrate how we utilize the software to park our trades. And this is similar to what Forex Joe normally provides for. This is auto-generated. So obviously, if Forex Joe is providing an update, we would take Forex Joe's buy or sell recommendations over what's in the daily report. But if there aren't any from Forex Show, we can always utilize this information because this is generated using Forex Show's algorithms anyway. So what we see here for a potential trade, and we'll just use the Euro USD to talk about how we park a trade, and then we can go from there into the actual report to talk about how to utilize this. But for the Euro USD, this is giving us a buy and a sell signal. So it has a buy signal at 35.54, and we have a sell signal at 34.99. So let's go ahead and check that out and see how to place these trades in a pending order with the pending order software. Now, when you first go to your charts, if you're loading a brand new chart, it might look something like this for the Euro USD, and maybe you want to put that on a 15-minute time frame. Depends on you, but we can put that on here. Grab a 15-minute time frame, and then all we have to do at this point is apply a template. Now, when you've installed the software, you'll notice you have multiple templates that exist here, and we would just simply go to either the Pending Order Pro software or the FTT Pending Order Pro software. Either one is fine. The FTT Pending Order software gives us the thermal grids along with the buy and sell bars that exist on our charts. Once we've got that open, then all we have to do is simply use the lines on the chart to place our trades. So the green lines are for buys and the red lines are for sells. Very, very quick and easy to do. You just simply double click to select the line and you drag that to the area that you'd like to trade from. So in this case, we're looking for a buy at 35.54. So we would just simply grab this line, move it up to 35.54. You can eyeball it by moving it. As you move it manually, just eyeball it like I did. It'll also tell you over here on the right-hand side where you are. We're at 35.54.4. And once it's there, you just drop it, and you're set to go. Then you move your stop loss up. The thin green line is your stop loss level. And then finally, we have our take profits, and we just simply move our take profits where we'd like to have those. Take profit 1 and take profit 2. If you don't know what the lines are, as you hover over them, a little pop-up box will tell you exactly what that is. So once that's on here, once we've got these orders set where we'd like them to be, then all we have to do is double-click and move to buy. If we're going to bracket 2 orders in like we're going to in a moment, we can actually move to buy and sell. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So then just to do it again, very easy to use. Just double-click the red line for sells, and we're going to move that down to 34.99, or in this case actually up to 34.99. And again, you can either eyeball it like I just did, or if you want to be right on the money, you can actually right-click on this, go to Trendline Properties, and then here you can just simply put in 34.99, 34.99, and click OK. And there it is. It's moved right there. Set your stop loss to where you'd like to have that. And then set your take profit levels. And once those are all set, you just simply click. If you're going to bracket the order in, move to buy and sell, and this will enter both of those trades for you. I mean, you can do them individually, move to buy, move to sell, or you can set them both as a bracket order, move to buy and sell, and you're done with it. Typically, when we're parking these orders at night, what Forex Show always asks us to do is take profit quickly. So we're going to set our stop loss. If our take profit's at 8 pips, we're going to set our stop loss to about 8 pips as well. What we don't want to do is risk 30 pips to make 8. That's kind of counterproductive at the end of the day, right? So we're looking to capitalize on the momentum of these trades and secure our pips fairly quickly in order to get that in there. So there we have it. The software is very easy to use. If you need to change lot sizes when the software first loads, it defaults to 3 mini lots, not micros, 3 minis. And in order to change that, all you would do, and you need to change this before you actually enter your trades, but in order to change your lot sizes, you would just simply click the smiley face and go here to where it says lots, and use this legend here for how you'd like to enter that information. Maybe you want if you have a larger account, you might want to trade 9 minis, or maybe you want to trade 9 micros. It all depends, but you can enter that here, and that will adjust appropriately here. Just make sure that you're entering those lot sizes in multiples of 3, since this Forex Joe's system is all about taking profit in thirds. So we'll peel off 1/3 for take profit 1. We'll peel off a second third for take profit 2, and then we'll leave that last third open as what Forex Joe likes to call the gravy train. And that's, by leaving that open, sometimes we're able to get those longer term moves where it'll move out 50, 60, 100, 200 pips, sometimes even more. And by having that last lot open, we're able to do that. But so that's just make sure that we're entering the lot sizes in multiples of 3. So there we have it. That's how we utilize the software. Pretty darn simple, self-explanatory, easy to use. And once the software is on, make sure your computer stays running, because it does need to be on in order for the expert advisor to execute. So if what happens here is once take profit 1 is hit, the system automatically moves our stop loss to break even +1, and protects our profit on that trade. So we never have any risk once take profit is hit. Now obviously the maximum risk on the trade is the distance between your entry point and your stop loss, but in the event that take profit 1 is hit, then it protects you and ensures that the rest of the trade remains profitable even if the market reverses against us. So there we go. Next up, we typically on Mondays we like to look at the market and just see what the key levels are going to be for the remainder of the week. And when I say key levels, what we like to look for here is agreement in our daily report for levels that are repeating. So for instance, here on the Euro USD, we're seeing 33.29. 33.29 is a 2 of 3 channel bottom. We're seeing that setting up as a bottom on our weekly level and on a monthly level. Now we're still a little ways away here. We're trading in this 3,500 range. But if it broke through the daily bottom, which is 34.77, we could certainly see 33.29 as an approaching number. But for tonight, what I'd like to do on Sunday night or Monday night is I use this report to look for the 3 of 3 channels, meaning the ones where we're seeing alignment on a daily, weekly, and monthly level. So we're either seeing a channel top being established or a channel bottom established on all 3 levels. And what that tells us typically is that's going to be a number that we're going to see throughout the week multiple times. Now, does it always happen? No, absolutely not. There's no definites in trading other than there are no definites. So just because the number's lining up at that doesn't mean it's definitely going to to stop or reverse there. It just has a higher likelihood. So what we typically do is we just scan the report. It only takes a couple of minutes just to simply look through the report. We just grab it and scan through and look for alignment. And we're not quite seeing it here yet. Just scanning really quickly. Seeing a lot of 2 of 3 channels. And we see a 2 of 3 channel here on the pound USD. Looks like a channel top coming up here at 60.44. That was a big number for us previously, 60.44. So keep your eye on that. But right now, we're not really seeing that lining up. Looking on through the USD JPY, we see a 2 of 3 channel at 99.67 as a 2 of 3 channel. And just rolling on down here. Here we go on the Aussie USD. So here's a 3 of 3 channel being established, 95.48. So we're seeing 95.48 setting up as a 3 of 3 channel. So if this is a currency pair that you trade, what we might want to do is pop over to the Aussie USD, and we could just simply mark that on our chart. As a matter of fact, we could even place a trade on that because that is such a significant level. So what we might look here, 95.48, lining up 3 of 3 channel. Wow, our thermal grid's not there. Let's reset that real fast. There we go. So we can go over here, 95.48, right about there. That's a little bit high, but drag it down. So you might want to mark it. You might even want to color code it. You know, if you're seeing a thermal grid that's 3 or 3 channel, instead of keeping it as your normal level, you might want to color code it red or something, just so when it approaches there, you get yourself kind of an alert to know, hey, this is a significant level that we're coming to, and you might want to take note of it. So 95.48 being a big level, what we could typically do in Forex Joe's method is if you're trading below and you've got a channel top at a 3 of 3 channel, what we would do is we would automatically park a sell there. Now, does that mean it's definitely going to stop? No. I mean, it could blow right through there, but it has a higher likelihood, if it comes to this level, of reversing the first time and giving us some pips. Does it happen every time? Nope. It just has a higher likelihood of reversing there when we get to these key channels. So when we're trading below like this, we can enter a pending order and see if that can give us some pips on a reversal before it moves through there, or what. If it does reverse, then great, we're in. One thing we do want to check for placing an order, especially overnight, is if there is any news coming up that could potentially impact us. And here we do see that there is an Aussie cash rate announcement and the Royal Bank bank statement here. So that may not be a great trade to place tonight if you're not going to be monitoring this live, because these red reports could certainly cause some whip and could definitely be game changers. So you know, under typical market conditions, if there weren't a major announcement coming up, we could park this trade here, but double checking just to ensure what's going on. We do see there's news, so the best course of action if you're not going to be trading this live is not to place that trade. Obviously, if you're up, you're trading it live, you know this is a key channel here, so what you would do is you'd wait for the announcement to occur and then see what price does. If price moves to this level, you know, during the announcement, wait for the announcement to finish, and then give it 15-20 minutes after the announcement to place your trade, and then from there you'll know if you've broken through and you're above it, you might want to place a buy as it comes back to retest that. If you're testing this area hanging out, you're not able to break through it, then you know you might look to sell off of this level depending on what occurs with news. But right now we're not going to place this trade and park it, because you know here in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, we'll be in the middle of a rate announcement, and that could be a game changer. So just be careful there. Always double check news before you enter a trade so that you don't get caught on the wrong side, or just kind of caught up in the whip that does often occur during those news announcements. Looking on through here, just scanning quickly, 2 of 3 channel, 2 of 3 channel. A lot of 2 of 3s, but not many 3 of 3 channels tonight. So this just takes a second. You know, obviously, if you're doing it on your own, unless you're a lot like me, you probably don't talk to yourself. I tend to do this and still talk to myself, but I'm sure not everyone does that. Here we go on the CAD, on the Aussie CAD. If this is a currency pair you trade, you might want to go ahead and mark down your 3 of 3 channel here. Again, because we've got news on the Aussie, this would be a dangerous one to park. This would be one that you might want to trade live if you're up and trading during that time frame. Pound Swiss, right here, 3 of 3 channel. If this is a currency pair you trade, definitely mark this level. We're trading below presently, so the first thing we would do with Forex Joe's method is we would look to sell it and see if we can get some pips off of the bounce the first time it gets there. Just the higher probabilities. Forex Joe always tells us about probability factors, so that's what we'd be looking for, is probability factors that would give us the highest odds of getting a trade in our favor. So we always look for the bounce the first time it comes to a major level, like a 3 of 3 channel. Here we have it again, Aussie New Zealand, but because of the Aussie news, we're not going to trade that one overnight. But if you are up trading live, you might want to mark that channel and just see how the how price interacts once it gets there, and then wait until 15-20 minutes past the news to look for some trading opportunities depending on what price is done. If it's broken through there, look for a retest. If it's just been been bouncing, you might look to sell below. Scrolling on down, pound Aussie again. So it looks like this Aussie kind of across the board has been coming to some pretty key channels on most of the currencies that it's paired with, and that's really no surprise. Forex Joe would probably chuckle and have something to say about that, and he might address that tomorrow morning for us. It's interesting how a lot of times you're starting to get these rate announcements and big news events on a currency, and just happens to be that right around that news event, currency is hanging out at a key channel, one of his 3 of 3 currency channels. So interesting to see there. Scrolling on down, that is it. So just took us a couple minutes to go through that report. We did note a few 3 of 3 channels, but most of them are on the Aussie, which is telling us to expect something from news as we as we get into that announcement here in a couple of hours. So keep your eye on that. If you're not trading it, that's fine. Just stay on the sidelines. There's no use in having risk that we don't need to have. So stay on the sidelines, and we'll see what occurs and what trading opportunities are afforded to us tomorrow morning. And now tomorrow in the morning, what we'll be doing is what we typically do. I trade during that U.S. and London overlap, and so we hold our classes during that time, and we like to use our daily regimen. Forex Joe has given us a daily regimen for live trading, which is a checklist that we'll go through and utilize that under live market conditions. We'll gather all of the information that is not loading here. So we'll gather all the information here on the top part and fill out our daily trading regimen form, and this will give us everything we need in order to confidently enter our trades under live conditions. So we'll be doing that tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, and then we're back again on Friday for non-farm payroll, and we'll follow that exact same process. I know it's not as exciting as scalping and being in the market, out of the market, but this is that nice, consistent approach that will get us the consistent results that we're looking for. So we do that during our live classes in the morning when the markets are actually moving, and we can start looking for key areas and key channels to play off of. So that's it for me for tonight. We've been here for, like I said, just about 25 minutes, so hitting the mark pretty much head on. So let's go ahead and wrap it up, and we will see you guys in the morning and see you for live trading. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great night.